Naimbag nga aldaw, kakailyan.
Welcome to the second episode of
Prime Jeep. Ayan, Ben Red. Yan, ang motive natin sa araw na ito. Ang Pebrero kasi ay tinuturing na Love Month. #FebIbig.
Bukod sa love, Myra, red is the color of passion, vigor, energy, and enthusiasm.
Yan, speaking of vigor, energy, and enthusiasm, ito ang mga katangian na dapat meron tayo at ang ating mga agency when it comes to Prime HRM.
Kaya nga tuloy-tuloy tayo, Myra, sa pagbibigay natin ng tulong sa iba't ibang ahensya. Isa sa mga inisyatibo ng CSC CAR, ang Primetime Bida, kung saan halos 200 ang nakibahagi. Aktibo din sa paghahatid ng technical assistance ang ating mga field offices. Narito ang kwento.
Para matulungan ang iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno na umusad sa kanilang Prime HRM journey, inilunsad ng Civil Service Commission, Cordillera Administrative Region o CSC CAR ang Primetime Bida.
This program brings together selected government agencies that have successfully implemented Prime HRM. Kailyan, I'm inviting you to join this program and make history with Prime HRM.
Meron itong 3 session. Una ay para sa mga local government unit o LGUs. Sumunod ay para sa mga National Line Agency o NLAs. At panghuli ay para sa government-owned and controlled corporations, water districts at state universities and colleges. Tulad din po ito ng RSP, LND po natin, governance. Ito naman po, planning and commitment. So, highlight ng Primetime Bida, ang pagbahagi ng best practices at Prime HRM journey ng mga ahensya na nabigyan ng Bronze Award. Kabilang sa mga bumida ang DTI CAR, DSWD CAR, Baguio Water District at Benguet State University. Ikinuwento nila ang kanilang Prime HRM journey at ipinasilip ang human resource management systems. Sa kabuuan, halos 200 ang lumahok sa 3 session ng Primetime Bida.
So, yung learning session po natin, ma'am, very engaging naman siya. Tapos na-inspire po kami, ma'am, especially po sa mga sharing po ng best practices po, especially po sa BSU since nakarelate po kami sa kanila. Ayun, since na same sector kami or same SUC.
Malaking tulong po ito, ma'am, para ma-update din po kami sa HR, sa Prime HR po, kasi mga bago pa kasi po kami dito, ma'am, kaya marami din po kami natutunan, ma'am, sa inyong mga lectures na tinakal po.
Aktibo naman ang mga field office ng CSC CAR sa paghahatid ng technical assistance. Tinutukan ng FO Baguio, ang Department of Agriculture CAR at Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources CAR. Ang FO Benguet at Policies and Systems Evaluation Division of PSED bumisita sa pamahalaang panlalawigan ng Benguet at National Irrigation Administration o NIA CAR para suriin ang kanilang evidence requirements.
Basics or comparative?
Ito comparative niyo, kasama na yung result ng interview ng exam. Nagsagawa ng Prime HRM orientation ng FO Abra sa pamahalaang lokal ng Salapadan. Kasabay ito ng paggawad ng Certificate of Recognition sa Rewards and Recognition o RNR.
A great news for our hard-working employees because their competence and hard work could now give them a fruitful career in government. However, for those employees who are working and performing less than satisfactory, may this serve as a warning because with Prime HRM, underserving civil servants will no longer have a place in the LGU.
Nagawaran din ng Certificate of Recognition sa Recruitment, Selection and Placement o RSP ang LGU Dolores, LGU Lagangilang at Abra State Institute of Science and Technology o ASSIST. Pinangunahan ito ni Director 2 Ruby Verceles. Sa Mountain Province, nabigyan ng technical assistance ang LGU Barlig. Inilunsad din ng FO Mountain Province ang CSC Burburcha, salitang Ilocano na nangangahulugang riddle o buktong. Hangad nitong mapaunlad ang kaalaman tungkol sa human resource at lalo pang mapatatag ang samahan ng Human Resource Management Practitioners sa Mountain Province.
Burcha, I am the starting point where the journey starts. A commitment forged, playing crucial points. I align intentions and set a deadline and link efforts to a winning mark.
Tuwing Biyernes ay naglalabas ng Burburcha ang FO Mountain Province sa kanilang group page na dapat mahulaan ng mga miyembro.
I made real through actions. Rewards assured. Burcha.
Marami pong salamat sa mga nakibahagi po sa ating Primetime Bida at naway magbunga po ito ng maraming recognition sa Prime HRM. At speaking of recognition, 3 ahensya sa lalawigan ng Apayao ang ating pong binigyan ng parangal. Kabilang na dito ang pamahalaang panlalawigan ng Apayao, ang kauna-unahang provincial government na bronze awardee sa buong Cordillera. Last Frontier of Cordillera at ika-4 na UNESCO Biosphere Reserve ng bansa ang lalawigan ng Apayao. Pero higit sa likas na yaman, pinahahalagahan ng pamahalaang panlalawigan ang mga mamamayan at mga empleyado nito. 2020, nang simulan nila ang kanilang Prime HRM journey sa pangunguna ng Human Resource Management Office at Office of the Provincial Administrator. Marso ng taong 2021, nakuha nila ang unang Certificate of Recognition sa Recruitment, Selection and Placement o RSP. Disyembre ng parehong taon, magkasunod nilang natanggap ang Certificate of Recognition sa Learning and Development o LND at Rewards and Recognition o RNR. Hunyo ng taong 2022, nang masungkit nila ang huling Certificate of Recognition sa Performance Management o PM. Sa pagpasok ng bagong leader ng lalawigan, lalo pa nilang inayos ang kanilang human resource management systems. Tuloy-tuloy ang paghahatid ng technical assistance ng CSC Field Office Apayao. Naging hamon naman sa bago nilang Human Resource Management Officer na si Lloyd ang pagpapatuloy sa kanilang Prime HRM journey.
When I first became the acting provincial human resource head, HR was a new field for me. However, I quickly learned that I wasn't alone. The HRM pioneers in our office played a vital role in aligning our practices with national standards and setting the foundation for our success. I'd like to recognize their hard work as well as the unwavering support, especially from the Civil Service Commission, who guided us every step of the way.
Setyembre noong nakaraang taon, nang sumalang ang HRMO staff at mga miyembro ng iba't ibang HRM committees sa on-site assessment ng Policies and Systems Evaluation Division ng CSC CAR. Sinuri rin ang kanilang HR records at implementasyon ng civil service rules, laws and regulations at iba't ibang programang may kinalaman sa human resource. Napatunayan na ang kanilang mga proseso at sistema ay pasok sa Maturity Level 2 o Process-Defined HRM. Kaya naman sa bisa ng CSC Resolution No. 250065, nagawaran sila ng Bronze Award. Ipinagkaloob ang kanilang plaque kasabay ng culminating program ng 30th Founding Anniversary Celebration ng Apayao.
Your achievement is made even sweeter as you mark this special day as the first provincial government, kauna-anahan pong provincial government sa Cordillera na nagkaroon ng Bronze Award. Ayan, palakpakan po natin. This recognition is a shining example of your hard work and perseverance in delivering excellent public service. May this founding anniversary and prestigious award inspire you to continue striving for excellence and making a positive impact on the lives of the people you serve.
Hangad ng pamunuan ng pamahalaang panlalawigan ng Apayao na lalo pang mapataas ang kanilang antas pagdating sa mga ipinatutupad na polisiya at sistema sa human resource.
To sustain the Prime HRM Bronze Award, our agency will prioritize continuous improvement in our HR practices by fostering a culture of innovation and excellence. As we focus on our core goal of digitalization, we recognize that this transformation plays a crucial role in enhancing both the efficiency and effectiveness of our HR processes.
Sa parehong programa, ipinagkaloob din ng pamunuan ng CSCCAR ang Certificate of Recognition ng Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center at Connor District Hospital na nakatanggap din ng Certificate of Recognition sa L&D.
Congratulations po, PGO Apayao, Connor District Hospital at Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center.
Apayao, ipasindayaw! Kung ang Provincial Government of Apayao ang kauna-unahang provincial government na bronze awardee sa buong Cordillera, ano namang agency, Ben, ang kauna-unahang bronze awardee sa buong CAR?
Myra, ang kauna-unahang bronze awardee sa buong CAR ay ang Department of Trade and Industry Cordillera Administrative Region. 2016 inilabas ang enhanced indicators natin sa Prime HRM at 2017 nagawaran na agad ng Bronze Award ang DTI CAR.
At para ikwento ang kanilang Prime HRM journey at magbigay ng inspirasyon, kasama natin dito sa CSCCAR Studio ang Human Resource Management Officer ng DTI CAR, si Ma'am Gloria Cadut o mas kilala sa tawag na Ma'am Gia. Hello
Hi,
po,
Ma'am Gia. Hello po.
Nandito po tayo.
Magandang tanghali po.
Hello, Sir Ben.
Ayan. So, dahil Love Month po ngayon, kamusta ang inyong puso ngayong Love Month?
Oo, mas mainit pa sa Baguio.
Wow, okay. Ayan, salamat po sa pagpapaunlak sa ating imbitasyon, Ma'am Gia. At shout out din sa ating pong DTI CAR Regional Director, Attorney Raymond Panhon, at OIC Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Samuel Gallardo. Kamusta naman po ang iyong trabaho, Ma'am?
Ayan, masaya. Still enjoying, ma'am.
Ayun, yun ang maganda dyan eh. Ayan, Ma'am, dumako naman tayo sa ating Q&A. DTI CAR nga ang kauna-unahang naka-receive ng Bronze Award sa lahat po ng agency dito sa Cordillera. So what inspired you to embark on this journey? And ano-ano po yung mga challenges na na-encounter ninyo as HRMO and how did you overcome them?
Alam mo, Ma'am Myra, working in public agency means providing our citizens with quality services. That would also mean a lot of pressure for our employees to become more efficient. In DTI CAR, services are highly technical, thus requiring qualified and competent human resources. So in DTI, we are actually the main economic catalyst. We are tasked to support the creation of businesses and expand trade industries and opportunities in the country. However, to undertake these critical roles, the organization has to do a good job of managing its human capital. And particularly yung efficiency, effectiveness of our services that we deliver or that we provide to the public largely depends on the performances of our people. That's why, consistent with our agency's strategic priorities and our commitment to upgrade our support services as well as to be at par with global standards. In 2016, our agency focused on developing credible and robust human resources by having quality HRM systems and processes through the implementation of the CSC's Prime HRM. Our agency actually invested on people because we saw the link between people excellence and public service delivery excellence. Similar to other agencies pursuing Prime HRM, we also face several challenges in meeting the requirements of the Prime HRM. Number one will be there has been a great challenge, particularly sa skills, knowledge, and competence of the human resource officer to handle the implementation of the program. Just like anyone else, just like other HRMOs, there's doubt. Kakayanin ba natin to, Can we really manage the implementation? Are we competent enough to meet the requirements of the Prime HRM? So that's number one. Secondly, considering the organizational structure of DTI in the region, there is no existing department, neither is there a separate division specifically for human resource management. So as a matter of fact, in DTI CAR, we only have one plantilla position for the HR, overall in charge in handling and executing all the HR activities across our 7 operating units in the region. No? So that position is assigned in the regional office. Lastly, despite the importance of the human resource in the organization, the positions and the functions of the HRMOs are not given importance in the Philippine public sector, having been classified as part of administrative function because the position of the HRMOs was retitled to administrative officer position. Although, diba, the conversion of and the retitling of the HRMO position to administrative officer allows the other government to be flexible in modifying the duties and responsibilities. It does not affirm the true role of the human resource management in the organization. And I strongly believe that more than an administrative expert, the HRMOs should be an employee champion and a strategic and development partner of the organization. So ano pong ginawa namin to overcome the challenges, no? Kasi medyo marami. Mahirap kasi limited lang yung manpower, tsaka yung organizational structure. The Prime HRM, as we all know, requires collaborative effort of the agency head, of the HRMOs, the supervisors, managers, as well as the rank and file employees. And critical to the requirements of the civil service, or the Prime HRM rather, is leadership commitment and support that would reinforce quality assurance and institutionalize yung mga key support systems and policies. And I believe that successful HR initiatives, strategies, policies, and practices are dependent upon the leadership and would rely on authentic and visible buy-in from the top management. So as HRMO, I actually seek the support and the commitment of our top management. So recognizing the need to focus on strengthening the human resource functions and immediately address yung mga needs ng mga employees, our top management then has decided to separate and assign the human resource under the Office of the Regional Director, directly supervised by the Regional Director. So dun palang makikita mo na yung support and commitment of our top management when it comes to pursuing the Prime HRM. And critical to our being primed in 2017 was the DTI CAR leadership, who actually provided us the opportunity for the HR not to transition from being administrative and functional unit to being proactive change agent that would make a difference, to the agency, within the agency. The whole journey was overwhelming and at some point very intimidating because of the many requirements that needed to be accomplished and documented. However, I would say that the whole journey and experience towards being primed was very rewarding, fulfilling, and worthwhile.
Okay. Actually, dun sa kwento mo, ma'am, ito sana yung next question natin, yung importance ng role ng HRMO. Pero yung mga na-share nyo na, ito, yung sagot nyo sa first question namin, nakita natin na talagang mahalaga yung role ng HRMO. Sa kanilang magsisimula, pero dapat hindi sila iwanan ng top management. So, kailangan pa rin andun yung support, andun yung push ng top management. And tulad nga ng mga ibang agencies na nakakausap natin, manpower complement talaga, yung mga personnel sa HR natin ang kulang, yun yung actually parang yung nauunang challenge. Susunod yung support daw ng top management. Pero at least with the experience of DTI, ito nga, they were able to overcome those challenges and hopefully, yung ibang agencies, kung may kaparehong challenges po sa inyo, ma-overcome din po nila at later on, maging bronze awardee din po sila.
Yes, exactly po.
Siguro, how important really is the role of an HRMO in the Prime HRM journey of an agency? Siguro, ano din yung mga support mechanisms, kagaya ng mga nabanggit nyo na po kanina. Siguro, more on emphasis na lang po muna. And then, in order to really implement this Prime HRM effectively?
In the government organization, the HR usually lacks visibility as a strategic partner, yet we are responsible for taking care of what is considered the organization's critical resource, our people. So personally speaking, no, our journey towards Prime HRM provided me as HRMO the opportunity to be visible and to collaborate, especially in advancing our profession as HR practitioners. And the capability of HRMO to function effectively is crucial in the Prime HRM as we are the main drivers of change. So in terms of visibility, HRMOs are considered tacticians. So being in a strategic position, we are there to guide our management on how to treat our people as the most important assets of the organization. And as a HRMO, I played a critical role in aligning the agency's HR strategies with that of the requirements of the Prime HRM, ensuring our initiatives also support the overall agency goals and priorities. This I personally present and discuss with our top management, the supervisors, our committees, as well as to the employees during meetings, employee orientation, and even focus group discussions, promoting understanding and, of course, buy-in for Prime HRM. So getting everyone on board on Prime HRM was actually the best mechanism na I received from the organization. In other words, I adopted a whole of organizational approach just to just so that we can attain the Prime HRM. Finally, as HRMO, we are also collaborators. And part of my task then was to work, of course, with the managers, the supervisors, all the employees. So I communicated the objectives to all the employees and helped them understand how they contribute in advancing in Prime HRM. And as HRMO, we still continue to build and strengthen our collaboration, our joint initiatives with other DTI offices, with other agencies, most especially with the Civil Service Commission, who had continuously helped us and assist us in achieving the Prime HRM.
You mentioned earlier, ma'am, the most important asset nga po sa isang organization ay yung ating pong manpower, yung ating pong human resource. Ngayon, ma'am, gaano po ba ka-epektibo po ang Prime HRM sa DTI at ano po ang naging impact po nito, especially po doon sa ating pong mga employees?
The program has empowered us government agencies by developing our human resource management competencies, our systems and practices, and it actually empowered us, not only the HRMO, but also the heads of the agency and our supervisors and rank and file employees. And the Prime HRM has actually helped us streamline yung mga HR processes and reduced yung mga manual task, increasing yung efficiency natin in the service. So yung program po has actually improved our data management, enhanced our accuracy, and aided our top management in decision making. Yeah. So consequently, it has positively impacted yung employee engagement and satisfaction through improved communication and support features of the Prime HRM. At the onset, Prime HRM may be an added work for us, for the HRMO, but then this program has become an effective mechanism for HR transformation that would help us cope with a more demand-oriented clientele and to deliver services at par with the global standards.
You mentioned, singit ko lang, ma'am, ha?
Sige lang.
You mentioned kasi, ma'am, sa tingin siguro ng ibang HRMO, ang Prime HRM, added work. Kasi mag-aayos ka naman ng mga ERs, ganon, may mga designations. Kayo, ma'am, paano pala yung ginawa niyo doon? Paano yung naging strategy po ninyo? Kasi may mga designations din kayo, ma'am, while working on Prime HRM. Siyempre, maraming papers ito. Ito minsan yung ibang kino-consider ng ating pong mga HRMOs. Lalo na sa mga LGUs, marami raw silang designation. Parang, ay, dagdag trabaho ang Prime HRM. Pero how did you do it, ma'am, kayo, as the HRMO?
Ah,
May time management, paano?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, time management. Pero ang isa sigurong naging advantage is building up. Kasi ang level 2 is computer-based lang naman, di ba? So, more on computer-based na system o management of all the records. Ganun po yung mga inadapt namin.
So, bali ma'am, it has been 8 years after receiving the Bronze Award. So, nasaan na po ngayon ang DTI car? Or what additional improvements po siguro yung ating idinagdag or na-implement mula nung 2017?
Actually, after our awarding ceremony, recognition of the Prime HRM Level 2, we opened our agency for other agencies to also benchmark dun sa mga practices namin in the human resource. And that was also an opportunity for us to also benchmark yung mga good practices nila and adapt it in our organization. And that was after the recognition for level 2. But then, hindi lang kasi kami nag-stay for level 2. We also look into the other requirements for level 3 and level 4. So we continued our efforts to modernize, to digitalize, and to optimize yung mga human resource processes, linking people with the processes and the performance through the integrated human resource information system to support yung lack of manpower and of course to facilitate data analysis as a fundamental source for management decisions.
Okay. So we are preparing naman for level 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Yan. At pwede po mag-benchmark ang ibang mga agency sa DTI CAR. Siguro magsulat na ng request letter, sa ating pong regional director. Alright. So ma'am, ito na lang po, last na lang ma'am. Message of encouragement to other HRMOs, other agencies. Why is it crucial for them to be primed?
As HR practitioners, as public servants, we stand at the forefront of shaping our agency's future. And I encourage all HR partners, as well as the other agencies, to wholeheartedly pursue the CSC's Prime HRM. And this initiative is not just a compliance to the requirements of the Civil Service Commission. Based on our experience, it is a transformative journey towards institutionalizing meritocracy and excellence in the human resource management, particularly in the realm of public service delivery. As HR practitioners, we have the power to create a transformative impact on our respective organization as well as the communities that we serve through the Prime HRM. And it is, I would say it's crucial for everyone to be primed, because by being primed, you are not only improving your agency, but also contributing to a broader culture of excellence in the public service. So our legacy as HR practitioners will benefit the whole government and the future employees, and also set a standard for others to follow. So let us all work together and be primed and make a meaningful difference in our agencies and communities. So our leadership in this initiative is actually crucial for fostering a public service that is fair, efficient, and dedicated to excellence.
Ayun, tama naman yung sinabi ni Ma'am Gia, kasi nga ang gusto natin dito sa Prime HRM, good people management, para in return, ang maging result po niyan ay excellent public service delivery. Lagi nga natin sinasabi, employee satisfaction equals customer satisfaction. So dapat magsimula muna sa atin sa loob para mag-mirror, mag-reflect siya doon sa ating pong services sa ating pong mga kliyente.
At ayan, maraming salamat po Ma'am Gia. So hopefully maraming napulot ang ating mga viewers at na-inspire sa ating Prime HRM journey ng DTI CAR at sa experience mismo ni Ma'am Gia bilang HRMO.
Alright. At yun nga, nabanggit na ni Ma'am Gia kanina, open po sila sa benchmarking. Again, Ma'am Gia, maraming pong salamat sa time, sa opportunity, at sa pagpunta po ninyo dito sa ating studio para po magbahagi ng inyo pong experience, ng inyo pong journey. And for our Prime HRM 101 this month, we will be giving you an overview of the 4 human resource core areas of Prime HRM and their pillar elements.
Ang Program to Institutionalize Meritocracy and Excellence in Human Resource Management o PRIME HRM ay may 4 na core human resource areas. Una, ang Recruitment, Selection and Placement o RSP. Ito ay tumutukoy sa hiring ng empleyado base sa merit and fitness. Ikalawa, ang Learning and Development o L&D. Saklaw nito ang mga programang hangad na lalo pang mapaunlad ang kaalaman at kakayahan ng bawat empleyado sa pagtupad ng kanilang mga tungkulin. Ikatlo, ang Performance Management o PM. Ito ay may kaugnayan sa pagkamit ng iba't ibang targets at pagpapatupad ng mga programang nakaangkla sa vision, mission, objectives at goals ng isang ahensya ng gobyerno. Panghuli, ang Rewards and Recognition o R&R. Dito nabibigyan ng pagkilala at parangal ang mga katangi-tanging empleyado at pasasalamat sa mga magre-retiro. Ang mga core area na ito may iba't ibang pillars na ina-assess gamit ang 3 lenses, ang systems, practices at HRMO competencies. Sa systems, sinusuri ang mga dokumentong may kinalaman sa polisiya, proseso at iba't ibang tools na ginagamit ng ahensya. Ito ang tinatawag na show me part ng assessment. Sa practices naman, nasusuri ang aktwal na implementasyon ng mga polisiya at sistema. Ito naman ang tell me part ng assessment. Ang HRMO competencies ay tumutukoy sa kakayahan ng HRMO office. Dapat ang systems, practices, and HRMO competencies ng lahat ng pillar ay pasok sa Maturity Level 2 Indicators o Process-Defined HRM. Gamit ang PRIME HRM Offline Assessment Tool, ePrime at checklist na ibinibigay ng CSC, malalaman kung nakarating na sa Maturity Level 2 ang systems, practices at HRMO competencies ng isang ahensya. Ito ang assessment phase, ang unang stage ng PRIME HRM.
Sa susunod na episode, Ben, ay hihimay-himayin na natin ang pillar elements o unahin natin ang sa Recruitment, Selection and Placement o RSP.
Kaya naman patuloy nating inaanyayahan ang ating mga lingkod bayani na tumutok tuwing huling Biyernes ng buwan sa ating Prime Jeep.
Please like and share CSC Cars Facebook page and YouTube channel. Bisitahin din ang aming website para sa Prime HRM updates.
Kita-kits ulit sa March 28 alas 12:30 ng tanghali.
Huwag magpapaiwan sa biyahe.
Sakay na!